Howdy, my name is Good Guy Mike, welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to more Defending the Realm. So, today, we have a lot to do, and I did a little bit while we were gone to lessen the load of today's episode. So, first of all, I went ahead, I added this nice little walkway and started a little garden over here because we're going to need lots of supplies that have to be farmed, and eventually we're going to actually have NPCs that can farm for us. But in the meantime, we got to start our own little farm. So as you can see, I have our little bit of a reed farm, so these things will grow up and then we can smash them down. And then right in through here, we can plant either wheat, or I was thinking putting cotton on this side and then putting wheat on the other, because both those are necessary things. But for starters, I'm thinking I'm going to knock a hole through this wall right here just to open this up so that I can get through here quicker and I don't have to walk around. So yeah, and that doesn't look too bad. I think if I put a torch at the top of that, it'll make it look even better. And then we have to go and start getting right into the meat and bones of what we're going to be doing today. Otherwise, we are going to run out of time. So today what we need to do is, if we're ever going to raise an army and if we're ever going to defend ourselves, we need to get a forage, alright? Now there are multiple ways you can do a forage. You can either build your own forage, which is going to take a lot of resources. You have to dig clay and you have to dig sand to make grout, or the easier way, which I recommend, is you find yourself a little village that has a forage. Now this in modded Minecraft, larger villages tend to have forages, and we can go find one. So if we hit our map and we look over in this direction, unfortunately it's a rather bit of a walk, but not too bad. Through 2-3 biomes, and then this place over here has a forage, as well as this place over here does, but I think the distance between the two, this one is the path of least resistance, especially so we don't have to go by those Crimson Crusaders. It's actually the Crimson Cult is what I found out, is that I was mispronouncing it. But in the meantime, I will go ahead, travel over there, and then we will go rummage and ransack the village over there and then come back. Alright, bring you guys back in 1 second. Alright guys, so we made it to the village over here. I'm not 100% sure what this village is named. We gotta decide on something like that. I think I might let you guys decide if you're interested. If I don't hear back from you before the next episode, then I'll just come with a name up with her. But if you guys want to come up with a cool name for this place, go ahead and let me know. Anyways though, it is time for us to get into the castle because we need to start getting busy finding some stuff and apparently throwing my sword on the ground. First off, we want to collect these cows, because cows for some reason don't spawn near our place for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but yeah, so this is a little village, and these are perfect and amazingly useful because in modded Minecraft they spawn in with some cool stuff which is usually hard to find. And things like this, these books are going to be awesome because normally we'd have to spend a whole bunch of papyrus for this. Instead we can just raid these, take them. Okay, but we're going to look around because there's two things that we need to collect from this village. First we need to collect hello there, villager. Oh, 3 hearts, yeah. Interesting. First we need to collect, oh, look at this, all these crops. So these crops are going to make our life so much easier. We can just right click on all these and pick the ones that are ready. Alright, and you want to do that because sometimes, you know, finding carrots and potatoes, the only 2 ways that you can find them is either through a chest or a village like this, and of course finding it through a village like this is much easier. And we want to kill these zombies before they kill our villagers. So if we see one walking around on fire like that, we're gonna go ahead, quick as a hat, we're gonna slay it. Alright, so we want to pick up these carrots. Oh man, we're gonna have such healthy eyesight. Okay, and the other thing we need to look for, oh perfect, right here, is wheat, because wheat is going to be used for several different discoveries and research in our goodness, I can't think of it right now, our research book for ancient warfare. We need wheat because otherwise, let's see, do we get wheat seeds? No, so we need to actually break these. Maybe. Huh, apparently we're not getting wheat. Is that wheat or is that wheat or hops? It is wheat. Interesting. So we need wheat to do some research, and then we're also going to need wheat to make some NPCs, such as workers and soldiers. You have to make food bundles, and food bundles take wheat and apples. So eventually we'll need to chop down apples, apple trees to make, or some trees just to make apples, which we can make into apple trees. Then we'll plant a little orchard behind our place. But for right now, we're just collecting the basic spots. Okay, so I'll bring you back in if I find anything else cool. Alright, so this of course is what we were looking for in the first place. This is the forge that's going to allow us to make lots and lots of metal and eventually advanced tools and stuff like that. So we're just going to break this down and take it from here. Hopefully they don't mind too much. They didn't seem like they're using it, especially since they don't actually have all the controls. So we need to, once we get back, we'll still have to build certain parts for this, but this makes our job so much easier because this, you know, blocks don't go as far as you think they do. A stack of 64 doesn't make as big of a structure as you think. That's why you always end up using more blocks than you thought you were going to. So this is no exception, but this makes our life so much easier. But it's missing certain parts, like it's missing the control and the lava tanks and the spouts. So I don't think they're really going to use this in the first place. So we're just going to go ahead, we're going to take it, and then we're going to look around a little bit more, because sometimes these villages like this have a nice little craft room where they have all the other stuff that you're going to need for Tinker's Construct, such as a parts bench and different patterns and a tool forge, you know. So if we're lucky, we can find one of those. If not, I won't be too worried, because those aren't too hard to make. They're just a little bit time consuming and resource expensive. And you know what? I'm actually going to take these stone brick floor as well, because I think they look super cool, and it's going to look really classy in our forge, because I want to have a really nice looking forge room with this thing built in it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring these, and then I'll bring you guys back in if I'm going to find some patterns and stuff. Otherwise, you guys will see me in a little bit when we're getting ready to leave. Alright, so I think we may be in luck. These little houses that are shaped like this with the two windows and then the fence on the top usually have some sort of technology inside that you can use. Usually the parts bench and stuff like that, but what the... whoa! What is this? Check this out. They got steamed beef, and it's got a boiler, and you put coal in there with water? Interesting. So this is very interesting. I really want to keep with a very medieval feel, but I feel like this is just, you know, just technological enough. A little bit of steam, you know, steam craft. Ooh, gotta be careful not to burn ourselves with that steam escaping from there. That you know what? I'm gonna call this good as is okay to pick up, and we're gonna take that back to the place. But we still need to find a parts builder. Aha! Look right over there. I think that one may have what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and give it a shot, and then if that's not it, then we'll head out of here, okay? So, aha, I was correct though. This is exactly what we were looking for. See? Look it, they have a tool station, a parts builder, a stencil table, and a crafting station, and a pattern chest. And then, let's see, they have over here, oh, look at all these pieces in here. Wow, these are actually some very advanced pieces that'll be very nice. The one problem is that we don't have a whole lot of space in our backpack. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, so let's start by, we need to toss out, we'll toss out some of those things that we're not going to take. So raw beef, we have raw beef there, we don't need these seeds. The brains we do not need. Let's see, we don't need the furnace, we can build one of those at home. That string, no. A void seed, interesting, let's pick that somewhere up along the way. Okay, emeralds, steamed beef, we'll eat that real quick, that'll get rid of that. Good, and then, let's see, we have our sword. I don't think we can toss anything else. Yeah, we need to keep everything else. Okay, although honestly, like this one strap of leather, that's not gonna help us all that much. So we have 9 spots open that we can fill. Okay, and we just took in a spot of so see, here's the pattern chest. Oh man. Okay, so let's start by, we'll take the tool station. Good. And the parts builder. Awesome. And then the stencil table. Awesome. We want to, oh man, which one of these do we want to take? Oh, it's so hard to pick. Chisel head. Oh boy, I feel like the only thing that's really worth taking from here is the slime. The rest of them we can make pretty easily. So copper wheel guard, yeah, so we're gonna leave that. We are gonna, oh, look at this, more stuff. Bone, iron axe head. Oh, awesome. Okay. Slime shovel. Interesting. Look at the 2 colors of those. Obsidian sign head. We don't really use signs, so it's the one problem. Okay, so let's see. We want to take some from here. That way we're not, oh boy, we don't have a whole lot. So we don't have a whole lot of space. So we're just going to take some of the basic stuff like the tool rod pattern. And then We'll take we need to make a pickaxe eventually, and then we'll take a, oh boy, we'll take a small crossbar. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll leave that here. Eventually we'll come back, we'll take the rest of the stuff if we need it. We probably won't need it though, is the thing, is that all that stuff is fairly easy to make. It won't take us all that long to do. Okay, so we need to get out of here anyways. So we need to get back to home, and I will meet you guys there in 1 second. Alright guys, so I'm bringing you back in, and we're not at our home fort yet. We're actually at this little thing. So I found this this fort, and I'd heard rumors about things like this, and I believe, if I'm not incorrect, this is actually a trading station. So yeah, see, this is the bazaar. And you cannot open enemy gates though. Interesting. So this technically these people are hostile to us? Well, I won't take that for an answer. Let's go ahead and hop on in. We'll help ourselves to the enemy's bazaar. That's a very poorly thought out wall to keep us out. Hopefully none of us attack. So yeah, pirate, scientist, livestock trader. Oh, look at this! So we can actually bring in gold, and they'll sell us things: horses, pigs, chicken, sheep. Wow, this is actually crazy useful. Let's see. And then this person, they sell wool. This person he's enchantments. Iron, look at that, gold for iron. We can buy steel from him. Wow, this is impressive. Or track, that's so much easier than making your own tracks. Wow, so this is actually gonna be super useful. I just wish it wasn't so daggum far away from our place. Zombie brain, souffle, 1 gold. Is that a thing we can actually buy? No, I think it's just a joke. But wow, this place is really cool. So we'll have to keep in mind that this place exists, because this will be awesome to come back to and really, you know, trade some stuff. Because like for animals, for instance, otherwise I have to go and get a like a golden lasso to manage that, and that's gonna be a pain in the buttski. But anyways, I'll bring you guys back in once I make it home. Alright, so we made it just in time for the night to be here, so we need to quick get inside and sleep the night away before the monsters and the bad guys get here. But then we need to start, and we need to build ourselves a little area where we can keep all of our smeltery and stuff. And it's actually, we're going to build 2 kind of buildings. We're going to build like an open kind of area, like a blacksmith's area. In fact, we're going to build out in this area, so we're going to raise the ground up, and we're going to build like a blacksmith's area, and then a spot where we're going to actually start storing like ores and minerals. Then we're gonna actually build a spot that'll go underneath that will double as our what do you call it, like a safe place to keep things away so that they do not get broken into or stolen. Okay, but we're gonna first 16, because we are running out of room quick to empty our chests. So we're gonna do this, and eventually we can actually, one of the cool things that we can do is we can use our ancient warfare mod to build ourselves a warehouse where we can store different stuff like that. So we want to get to that point eventually, but first we need to build a spot where that will eventually be our warehouse. So we need to put all this in here, and then I think it is, oop, I need to keep that. I think it is almost time for another speed build. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna empty all this stuff in there. Perfect. And then let's get to it. Alright guys, here comes another one of my favorite parts, and that is a speed build. So, once again, as with all my builds, I start with the basic bone structure. Now, I wanted to keep with the same idea as I did with the rest of the area, which is that Nordic feel and that Norwegian kind of sort of feel. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, it's basically structure that is mostly wood and stone and is slightly larger on the upper level than it is on the bottom level. So this time though, I wanted to have an open feel to it though, because it is going to be an outdoor type area. It's going to be an area where there's a lot of, you know, like metal that's being melted and stuff, and so I wanted to make it feel more garagey, so open, somewhere where you'd feel comfortable like working with your hands. With that in mind though, I still want to have the same kind of matching sort of choreography as the rest of the area. Now as you can see, I remembered that I had actually stolen those stone bricks from the other area, and I used those for a little bit. Now I'm taking a look at that, and I'm deciding that I kind of wanted to change the area so it was even more open, and eventually I decided just to completely scrap that we'll have an open area right there, and that instead we'll just go with the roof. That's one of the things that I like, is that if you come in with an idea and you don't like it, just changing it up and not being afraid to break the rules of what you originally were planning on doing. It's some of my best builds. I've gotten about halfway through, tore them down completely, and started over again and made something amazing. Now, sticking with that idea of the sort of a peaked roof, but still with a flat on top, we want that. Now, as you can see, I decided instead of leaving this whole empty, or this bottom area empty, I would actually make it into sort of a storage area, and we're going to touch on that a little bit later, because originally my thought process was it just would be like a little cool little base, but then I realized that that spot is actually underneath the area that the smeltery is going to go, and that we could use it to make a large extended area for our smeltery so we can smelt lots and lots of minerals at once. Now once again, as you see, I'm just adding a little bit of buttons, and these are all just decorations, you know, stairs, stuff like that to make your area look good. These are, you know, pretty simple items that can all be made fairly early game, so if you guys are following along, it's fairly easy to get some nice decorations. Now I thought about having that go along with the leveling of the grass, but I decided eventually that I wanted to have it just all even along the way around. Now I have a little fence area to keep it make it look like the top of the building, but I'm not going to have any way to actually get up there, so it's mostly just for looks. Now as you can see, I'm just going around adding some decoration, and I decided that I want to have a stair section over on that front right side, and like that we are done. Another area added on to our cool little castle of Meikenstein. Alright, so with that said, we'll bring you right back in. Alrighty guys, so just like that, our castle is done. Well, not exactly our castle, but the spot where we are going to build our forage. Look at this, this is a nice little place where we can store our forage, and then this spot where we can have some chests, we're going to have our ore, and then we can have all our tool crafting along here. And then also, I know what some of you guys are thinking probably, is why the heck did I have this weird spot down here? And the reason is that the taller you make your forage, the more stuff you can put into it at once. So we're actually going to extend it down through the floor through here, down here, and then we're going to feed ore in through here eventually. But first we need to build it on the top floor. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to grab ourselves the blocks that we have in our chests. Oh, look at this. All this has gone up actually. And you know what we're going to actually do real quick is, because like I said, it's essential for research, we're going to need to start farming some stuff. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to grab our seeds. Perfect, and I'm going to hoe up the ground over there and plant some of these seeds. Alright, so we're going to just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, perfect. So we're going to have just enough room for all these seeds to plant some wheat. And then next time, I think that I'm going to do the same type of farm setup on the other side, with carrots and potatoes though. That way I can eat those. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, it looks so nice. And then we'll do one for my homies. Anyways, though, okay, so we need to start setting up our forage, okay? So we're going to set up the basic shape of it, along with some of this, and then we're going to go out and get the stuff to make some more grout, and then we're going to finish this all up, and that'll be cut. That'll be the episode. So we need to start putting this in here. And the thing is, they are and are not finicky. For some of you guys out there who are, you know, have been playing modded Minecraft for a while, you probably know a lot about the forage, the Tinker's Construct Forge. And it's, you know, it's one of those things that is very useful in modded Minecraft. It's one of my favorite things to make in modded Minecraft. But if you don't know what you're doing, it can be very, very frustrating. So we're gonna go ahead and make it 3 wide like this. Okay, good, good, good. And let's see, seared brick. I think, oh goodness, I forget exactly what the dimensions have to be. But I believe that, let me double check. Okay, yes, so I'm back, and it has to be at least 3 by 3. Okay, so we're actually gonna go and we're gonna extend it over to this edge right here, which is gonna make the building look a little bit weird. But I'll come through and fix that a little bit later, because otherwise we're gonna be crunched up against the back of it there. So we're gonna go 3 by 3, and we're actually, to save on blocks, we're gonna do a little bit of an untraditional shape, because you don't kind of like the nether portals, you don't actually have to do the corners of it. So we can leave the corners undone, and that'll it'll still go correctly. So let's see, we're gonna take these, and then we're gonna run back around and tear up the nice beautiful floor we just made. So we need to start with a 3 by 3 square, and that'll set us up. Okay, so perfect. Grab these oak logs. We want to fill in this area that I just tore out. Okay, luckily we built the stairs on this side right here. Okay, like that. 1 2 3, perfect. So now we can grab our big stack of 57. Wow, I didn't realize we had so many. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, perfect. Okay, now we can fill back in the floor that we tore all up. Oh man. Talk about backwards progress, huh? That's okay. It's an experience. Everything's an adventure with good guy Mike. Never know what he's gonna do. One second he's doing great, and the next second he's floundering like a fish. Okay, yep, and see, this will drop down eventually, and that'll look amazing. It'll look great. It'll look great. Okay, alrighty, and then we need to put in our walls. Okay, so we're gonna go. Whoop, those are casting basins. Good guy Mike, pay attention. Okay, so we're gonna go 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Perfect. And then 1 2 3, and then we're actually gonna leave this spot empty, and then yeah, we're gonna leave this. Let's see, no, we want to leave these 2 spots empty. We're gonna put something here for let's see, a casting table. Yeah, so we're gonna put a casting table here. Perfect. And then we're gonna put our casting basins over here, so we can do 2 blocks at once, and then another casting table right there. Perfect. And then we're gonna need a smeltery control and a tank for it. Okay, and so how these are done is we need some more grout bricks, and what grout bricks are made out of is clay and sand, and you mix those together with a little bit of gravel, and you get some grout. So I'm gonna go ahead and find the stuff for that, and I'll bring you back in once we're ready to throw that all in the fort. Alright, so I went out and I found some sand, some gravel, and some clay. I made it all into grout, and then I am throwing the grout currently into the furnace, which is making seared bricks, and the seared bricks are used to make everything associated with the smeltery. Okay, so as you can see, oh man, we have 5 here. We're gonna have 5 here in a second, so we're gonna have enough to where we can start making our stuff. And the first thing we're gonna want is our smeltery control. If you look at that on the recipe, it's pretty easy. All we do is we make a donut, or like what we would use to make a chest, so we're gonna need 8 of those. Perfect. Smeltery control. Awesome. So now we want to go on over here, and we're gonna put this right next to the smeltery. Okie dokie. And then the next thing we need is the smeltery tank, and that's gonna be what holds the lava. And then we're gonna actually make some additional tanks out of just normal glass. Okay. Oh, look at that. Get some more. And I believe, if I'm not incorrect, smeltery tank is merely, let's see, seared glass. We want seared window. Smeltery tank. Here we go. Yeah, see, it's just glass with seared brick on the outside of it, and I believe that we have some glass in this chest. Perfect, just like that. Oh, and we're actually gonna use the rest of it, because we can use the rest of it to make our. Whoops, there we go. The rest of it to make our. Okay, what was I saying? We can use the rest of it to make ourselves some tanks. Perfect. Look at that. And like that, see, aha! So it's on, so we can actually start throwing stuff in there right now. Of course, all it's going to do is it's going to fill in this spot, and we can't actually pour it out yet, but the point is that it is currently working, which is the hard part to do. So now we need to make our drains and our spigots. But first off, we need to sleep before the big bad baddies guys come out and tear us new ones and destroy all of our nice stuff, and the creepers, you know, laugh and dance on our grave, you know, stuff like that. So let's see. Okay. We don't. Okay, is it trying to wear it? Ha! I didn't know your character tries to wear that when you do that. Huh? Interesting. Okay, so we got some more seared bricks. That's good. Okay, because we need a seared drain, and the seared drain is, yes, 6 on the side. So we're gonna need we're gonna need several of these. So we can make 2 of them right now. 1, 2, perfect. Oh, look at that. Oh, good. So these drains, like I said, are what we're gonna use to pour the resin, or not resin, our materials into these. So we need 1 more, we need 2 more, so we need 12 more, and then we're gonna put some more bricks down here. We actually have some seared bricks at the moment. Oh man, we're probably gonna have enough to extend the there we go, perfect. And we want a seared drain right there, seared drain right there. Okay, so, and then we need some more spigots. Okay, come on, spigot, come to me, spigot, come. All right, seared, perfect. So this should be enough to where we can make our 2 things, and then I'll bring you guys back in. So that's the drain once again, and the spigot is just 3 in this shape, like that. So I'm gonna, or faucet, sorry. So I'm gonna I'll bring you guys back in once I have everything that we need. Alright guys, so 2 things. First off is, as you can see, I actually have enough bricks left over that I can extend this down. And second off is that to make the forge run, we need lava. Remember lava? And if you guys remember correctly, there's actually lava right here. Remember how I blocked it off? It was actually for this reason, because I knew that I was going to need this lava in the future. But before we put the lava into this thing, we want to be very careful, because we are going to extend the furnace down. And we do not want lava just bubbling away in there, so we're actually going to hold on to that for a second, and we're going to get enough bricks so that we can, enough seared bricks so we can extend that down and greatly increase our capacity, and then I'll show you guys how we can throw some iron in there, and that's going to be the end of the episode for today. Oh, look at that. So this stack of bricks is done cooking. This one, look at that. We got some more, so now we're going to go in here. We're just going to split this and split that. Perfect. Look at more seared bricks, 13 of them. That should be more than enough for us to extend that floor down a decent bit. So as long as we drop down there. Now the thing is, once we break parts of that, it's gonna break the forge for a little bit, and then once we fix it, everything will be all good. Okay, so let's see. We actually have enough. Let's see. We have, how many do we have? We have 13 more, so we should have enough to 3 on each side. It comes out to about 12. Yeah, it comes out to 12 exactly. So we can actually drop this down 1 more level like this. Check this out. So we'll go like this, perfect. And then let's see. Okay, yes, and then because then we can put the floor right here, and it should work correctly. So we're gonna put seared glass right here and right here, so we can look into the forge. That's gonna look super cool. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna start putting the floor in right here, here, perfect. Now we're gonna break the forge, and hopefully it doesn't crash our server. Okay, good. I was concerned for a second that it would crash the server. Now, if we were to go up there and look at the backside of the forge, it would actually, you'd see that it wasn't on at the moment, because it doesn't work unless all the blocks are in the correct spaces. Okay, good deal. And like this, and perfect, and then across like that, and good deal. It should be working now. If we go up there, oh, cross your fingers, guys. I really hope this works. Otherwise, I'm gonna be, aha, look at that, it does. Oh, good. All right, so now we can go ahead and we put this in here, and now we can right click, and we have some lava in there. Oh, look at that. That's so good. That's so good. And then the cool part begins, where we get to put in some iron and some gold and stuff like that. And then next time when we come back, we will start actually making some armor and stuff, or we'll start looking a little bit more into making NPCs. You guys can kind of pick. You guys tell me what you want to see, so let's check it out. So we put some iron, we put some gold, and as you can see, there's actually, the ore is actually inside of there, and once it heats up enough, it's going to melt down, and you'll be able to see the levels of like material in there. It's a very cool mod. It's and it's a very cool device, and it saves you lots and lots of resources. See, we'll let this heat up, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, it's almost there. See, the gold's almost there. Gold should melt quicker than the iron does. See, look at that. So now we have the molten gold in there. So if we go downstairs, we should be able to actually see the molten gold. Look at that. Isn't that cool? This is an amazing mod. It's so cool. And of course, we can fill this up huge amounts, and we can make ourselves, see, look, there's the iron. Well, I think the iron just accidentally mixed with the gold. Oh, shoot. Damn it. So yeah, that's a brick that we can't do anything with. Well, we just used up all of our gold. That's okay. We'll use this for decoration. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You guys, keep being you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye!